the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Looking to pass. It's Hillstead. Punts it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Chippewas with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Leaves it with the back. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. The run to the right. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Chippewas. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Sweet cut there. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
To the ground, he's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Chippewas will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possessions. Oh, out of space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Got room to work. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Chippewas can really attack on this 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Caldwell. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. We've reached the end of the period. Central Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Got the 1st down, looking for more.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Handoff from the gun. Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Give to Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Split backs here. Wants to throw. It's Hairston. He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. The Bobcats will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And the Chippewas with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll give it to the back. He's loose. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Chippewas will snap it on 1st and 10. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Get it out on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's what defense is all about, understanding the situation. It's 3rd and long. I'm going to drop back. I'm going to make him throw that ball underneath to the running back and then do my job. Go corral, tackle him, and force the 4th down.
They'll run the sneak for it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, and you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
On the run, it's Caldwell. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Hillstead. There he goes! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Hillstead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much, but fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up. But at the end of the day, David, that's a happy locker room.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality. Yes, please. I like all those. That's pretty to me.
That's good.